All right, so I had to come back in here. I just looked this watch up, y'all. It recently sold for Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to McDuffie Builds. So, before we jump into this video, please subscribe. Thank you to everyone who subscribed so far. Subscribe, like, comment, share, do all of those things. So I was recently back home with my parents for the holidays, and one of my mom's favorite things to do is to go thrifting. And so I am going to show you all what I got and what my plans are for each item. So first up, I have this tape measure. You can see the price tag there says $3. I did not pay $3 for it. I got this from the Habitat Restore down in Pamlico County, and I was able to pick this up for $1.50. And I went home and showed my dad this same tape measure, and he actually had one that was very similar. I think these things go for like 10 bucks or so. I'm not going to resell this one. I had one that I've been using that belonged to my wife, but I'm going to start using this one just around the house to do little knickknacks and odd and end jobs. So again, $1.50. The next thing I got from, where did I get this? Oh, I got this from the local hospice thrift store. Again, it's down in Pamlico County as well. I picked up this 11 by 8 wrench. That store also had a 50% off sale, and so I paid 50 cents for this. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but again, you never know when you're going to need a tool. It was 50 cents, and I knew that I didn't currently have this in my collection already. I think that because of the size, I think this may fit either my current mini bike, or I know for certain it'll fit down in the engine bay on some of those nuts and bolts down in the F-150. So I think this is a heck of a find for 50 cents. I know I can go to the pawn shop and probably find one for 50 cents as well, but hey, while I was there, I figured I'll go ahead and grab it. The other place we went to was the Salvation Army, and I was able to find this Citizens Watch. It's an Eco Drive Citizens Watch. Y'all, drop down in the comments and tell me how much you think I paid for this. I'm going to tell you in a little bit, but I just want you to put your guess down in there. So this thing was sitting on the shelf, and I was in the checkout line. It was behind a glass box, like a jewelry box. And I'm doing my thing, checking out. And I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, how much is this?" And she tells me. And I was like, "Yeah, throw that in the bag." So this, my plan is, I'm actually going to sell this. It doesn't currently work. At least I don't think it does. Let's see. It actually might work. It may need to be wound up. So I got to tinker with it and see what's going on with it. But I am going to sell this, even if, you know what, I'm going to tell you how much I paid for it. So I paid $4.99 for this. I looked on eBay, and they were selling for $50 and $60. So this would be like a $30, $40 come up, depending on if I got. All right, so I had to come back in here. I just looked this watch up, y'all. It recently sold for $2.99 on eBay. Again, I paid $4 for it. Also, I also realized that these watches run by solar power. So I don't know why. I just assumed it was a battery pack in here. But again, I think this is a heck of a find. Go down to your local thrift store. Take your time. Don't rush. You might be able to find something just like this. To replace the battery or not. But even if I sell it without fixing the battery, I still think I can sell it for $40, and somebody would love to have this. And because I was looking it up quickly in the store, I need to go back. I'll probably do it after the video. I'll drop down. I'll put in a picture of how much this goes for currently on eBay. And so I think either way, you couldn't go wrong with this for $4.99. So like I said, I'm planning to sell this and not keep it. The other thing I found was these Chaka sandals. So look at the soles. It's like the person who owned these barely wore them. Both of these. As you can see there, I paid $4.99 for these as well. My plan is, these are 9.5. I plan to give these to my wife, but if she can't fit them, then I am going to sell these. They don't go for much on eBay, but I think if I sell them locally in the summertime, I can definitely get about $30 for them. But I'm gonna try to sell them on eBay before the summer. Hey, a little $25 come up. One of the last things I found were these Timberland boots. Yes, I know what you're thinking. EJ, these boots are dirty. They got a paint mark on one of them. They're dusty. They need to be cleaned up. So, me and my brother used to love wearing Timbs back when I was a kid. Because of this channel, when I saw these, I immediately thought I could restore these, clean them up, and wear them for myself. They are missing an insole, so I do need to do that. I'm gonna clean them up, get some insoles for them, and then see if I could wear these as just a boot for myself. For $4.99, I don't think I made a bad purchase. Even if they don't clean up that well, I think I could sell them locally where I am for probably $20, and somebody can use them as a work boot. No, they're not steel toe, but if you don't work in concrete or something like that, or in a manufacturing plant, you could use these for landscaping or painting homes or whatever it is that you do. So again, $4.99, I don't think these were a bad buy. Those were all of my finds at the thrift store. But one of the other things that my mom gave me, she recently donated blood, and she had these Pac-Man socks. So it's a collaboration between Pac-Man and Red Cross. I looked these up on eBay, and they were currently selling for about $15. So they were free to my mom, and they were free to me. We've agreed that we'll split the profit 50-50. So if I sell it for $15, we'll split it down the middle, minus any shipping costs or any packaging or anything like that. But she has 3 of these. And then lastly, this little Pac-Man, I don't even know what this is. Maybe it's a little toy. This also came with the socks. So my plan is to sell it for a package deal and try to get $15 to $20 for the package. I'm in no rush to sell them because, again, they were free. But I think that it'll make some kid's day, or maybe even a collector who is a huge collector of Pac-Man. You got the socks, and you also have the little toy. So that's it for my haul. Drop down and let me know what you think was my best find. Me personally, I think it's the Citizen's watch for $4.99. But if you think it's something else, let me know. Also, let me know if you want to see a cleaning video of the Timbs. I'm going to try to get those done sometime soon so I can start wearing them while it's still cold. But yeah, drop down in the comments and let me know if you would love to see that video. All right, until next time.